Gold fell from 7-week highs in London's Bullion market on Monday, as price pressure in the precious metals' #1 consumer nation. China sank to the weakest so far in 2024 after the Chinese central bank said it didn't buy gold for the second month running in June, writes Atsuko Whitehouse at BullionVault. Western stock and bond markets rose slightly, with the CAC 40 in Paris 0.2% higher following the hard-left surprise defeat of the far-right National Rally in France's parliamentary elections. India and Poland both continued adding to their gold reserves last month, according to data analysed by the mining industry's World Gold Council. But the People's Bank of China held its reported gold bullion holdings at 2,264 tons, unchanged from April's figure, after ending 18 months of consecutive gold buying in May, according to the State Administration of Foreign Exchange site. Spot market quotes for gold bullion in London, the precious metals central trading and storage hub, went down 0.8% to $2,372 per ounce, cutting 1/3 off last week's gain, the steepest such rise in 6 as traders priced in the prospect of 2 rate cuts by the U.S. Federal Reserve this year, following weakness in U.S. jobs data. Gold bullion in China had earlier risen 0.3% overnight to a 1-month high of 559 yuan per gram on the Shanghai Gold Exchange, SGE. But while that market continued to show a premium to London prices, that incentive for new imports of bullion dropped to just $10 per troy ounce, the lowest in 7 months and sharply below the 10-week low already averaged from last Monday to Friday at $26 per ounce. With rising central bank gold buying and holdings a key part of many analysts' bullish outlook, some pullback in gold prices shouldn't be ruled out following the PBOC data, says Christopher Wong, foreign exchange strategist at Overseas Chinese Banking Corp in Singapore. It is not uncommon for China to temporarily halt purchases, given that gold prices have rallied quite sharply to this spring's new all-time highs. While India's central bank bought the most gold for its reserves in 2 years on June's data, household demand in India has slowed hard as global prices have risen, forcing dealers to offer deep discounts to London prices. Inclusive of 15% import and 3% sales levies, Indian gold discounts last week reached more than $19 per troy ounce, rising from the previous week's discount of $15, according to World Gold Council data. People have stopped buying, says a jeweler in downtown Bengaluru to the Financial Times, pointing to bullion prices hovering near record highs. A person who could afford to buy around 100 or 200 grams has just shifted to like 50 to 60 grams. The slowdown in gold demand means India's jewelry industry is set to repeat its annual and repeatedly ignored pleas for lower import duty ahead of the new coalition government's post-election budget due later this month, one Kolkata-based dealer says, following the loss of Prime Minister Narendra Modi's majority in Parliament. Like European stock markets, Western government bond prices rose Monday, easing Paris's borrowing costs lower and narrowing the risk premium suggested by the Oitsbunds spread between French and German bond yields, despite the Eurozone's second-largest economy heading for a hung parliament after left-wing coalition, the New Popular Front, NFP, unexpectedly gained the most seats in Sunday's second round of voting, pushing Marine Le Pen's National Rally into third place behind President Emmanuel Macron's centrist alliance. Gold prices for European investors fell to €2,191 per ounce as the single currency bounced from early losses. The UK gold price in pounds per ounce also fell, down by 0.8% to £1,852 per ounce, as sterling strengthened on the FX market amid the new Labour government of Sir Keir Starmer vowing to make economic growth its national mission after last week's landslide victory following 14 years of Conservative rule. Silver prices slipped down 0.8% to $30.99 per ounce after recording 4-week highs near $31.50 last Friday. Longer-term US interest rates rallied in the bond market, and the dollar also rose slightly after recording its first weekly drop in 7 ahead of US inflation data due later this week, plus Federal Reserve Chair Jerome Powell giving his semi-annual testimony on monetary policy to Congress in Washington. Please like this video and subscribe to our channel.